Well, hey guys, welcome to the studio today. We found out something kind of weird and interesting and cheap about this microphone, which comes to us from Amazon, sub $20. We shot it out against a couple other mics in front of some microphone experts and got some wild results. And it's kind of a secret in the industry about this cheap Pyle mic. Let's get to it. Now, these things go up and down in price like the stock market. We've seen them go over 30 bucks. At the time we did the shootout a little over a year ago, they were 15 bucks. They're back down to 18 bucks. They come in a nice box. Let's take a look inside and see what we get. Okay, here's the box as we receive it. Seems to have little stickers that seal it. Let's cut right through these puppies and get inside. Kind of nice. We'll pop it open. Let's see if we're not happy. Evidently, we can scan this little code here. Comes with a cable. It's an XLR to a quarter, and I tell people, you know what, don't bother throwing these things away. We used to tell people, just go ahead and throw them out. I think it's a 15-foot cable. It's actually really good for reamping. If your interface has XLR outputs and you want to run it out to an amp or some pedals or something like that, these are actually really good reamping cables. I don't recommend you use them with the actual mic. Get real XLR cables. And let's see. Some more paperwork comes in the box, some description of some of their other stuff. And here's the actual mic. There we go. This is the Pyle PDMIC78, and it's a legend in recent recording studios. In fact, that's the microphone you're hearing me on right now. And just to say, I also have a Rode NT1 available to me. I could be doing these videos using a Rode NT1, but right now I'm on the Pyle mic. We also have a couple other dynamic mics here in the studio. This is an AKG. We also have the Audix i5. This is one of my favorite dynamic microphones. I love this on guitar cabinets. I love it on snare tops. But about half the time I'll reach past these and grab the cheap Pyle microphone. Now, it looks a lot like a Shure SM57 microphone. It's very close in design, not exact. When you hold them side by side, you will feel that this one is a little bit lighter. It does not have that built-in transformer like you would find on a real SM57. And they sound different. We're going to give it a listen, and I'm going to flip back the timeline to a little more than a year ago. We had microphone expert Tony Nardini joining us back when we were in our old studio to listen blindly to an A/B test between the Pyle and a real Shure SM57. Let's see what happened. We have here two microphones. We got the SM57 from Shure, and we got this knockoff off Amazon. This is a $15 Pyle mic. And it's not, I wouldn't call it a clone. The SM57, I think, has the coil in it.
Sure.
Some people tear the coil out of these things and get a little bit of a brighter tone out of them. And that's really what this thing is.
Yeah.
But it's very similar in design. You know what? I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you think you have a guess?
I can guess, but, you know.
Which one do you think's which?
I think the first one was the real 57.
First one he thinks is the real 57. Okay, now we can do this. I can bounce back and forth between both of these maybe 57s. Here's the first mic that you guys heard.
Will I stand up next to a mountain?
Here's the second one.
Will I stand up next to a mountain?
First one.
Will I stand up next to a mountain? I chop it down with the edge of my hands.
Second one.
Will I stand up next to a mountain? I chop it down with the edge of my hands.
First one.
Will I stand up up next to a mountain. I chop it down with the edge of my hand.
Second one.
Well, I stand up next to a mountain. I chop it down with the edge of my hand.
Okay, you guys, if you want to play this game at home, I know which one's which. Do you want to change or append your answer? Because you didn't hear them back to back, but now you have. First one or second one? Which? And you don't even have to answer. I didn't mean to put you on the spot with this.
I guess my problem is I like the first one better than the second one, and I want that to be the real 57.
Gotcha.
But I if I had a guess, I think it's the first one. I mean, there are a lot of factors, but
Okay, Joe says that the first mic is the real 57 and the second is the Pyle.
I'm gonna agree with Joe.
And Tony, go ahead and read my mystery text to myself.
The mystery microphones. The clone is the first microphone. The real microphone is the second microphone. Wow.
Yeah, the mic 2 was the 57, guys. And the reason I'm unboxing another brand new one is, in my most recent video, people were commenting and saying, hey, I'm hearing a little bit of sputter in the microphone. We were using a small diaphragm C2 microphone, which was okay. And I remember back in the old days, I used to use a Pyle mic and got great results. It was like a workhorse. I couldn't kill the thing. And that's what you're hearing right now. Hopefully it's coming across a little more clearly than the last video. And the old C2 mic was about 4 or 5 years old. It was starting to give up the ghost, and it's another inexpensive mic. But I think I'm going to roll with this again. Thanks again to Tony Nardini, who had brought with him about 20 or 30 microphones for the shootout video that we did back on the old channel before that channel got torpedoed. I do still have access to all those videos. A lot of cool stuff from back in the day, and I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to join us on our Facebook group, Recording Tips, and we got a lot of work to do. Let's get to it.